Hey, it is Friday night, and it is showtime, doggy. It is the Iconic Video Games Podcast coming at you on this pre-Halloween Friday. Doggy, how are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing, brother?
Good. Oh, I forgot. I'm Axle1324.
And I'm Doggy Dog 420.
That's right. This is the Iconic Video Games Podcast, guys. It is time to get your weekend started right by talking about some games. No console wars, no service, no news. Just good old games, which is why we all are in this hobby anyway. Hey, shout out to Princess Zelda, who is not feeling well today. She will not be joining us. Be sure to send her lots of get well wishes. And yeah, she'll be back with us next week. Woohoo! Alright, let's check in with the Iconic chat. Honeybun was first in! And she told us to take the owl.
Oh!
Take the owl, you lost. She's first. Love it. Hold on, let me see. There we go. A little better. Yeah, I like it a little better. Okay. Splendiferous is in. Oh, yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He said he's on the road, but he's going to be lurking in the background. Hey, we appreciate you, Splendiferous. Be sure to, take a minute, keep your eyes on the road, but, if you come to a stoplight, hit that like button for us. We appreciate it. Let's see, it's Timothy is also here with us. Thank you so much, Timothy, for being here with us. Let's see, 4GQTV Clowns is in. He says, what's up, party people? Hey, Clowns, thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it. Of course, as I said, Princess Zelda is here. Let's see. I was drawing Oswald, but I came here instead because it's such a good podcast. Hey, thank you so much. We appreciate that. You're such a good member of our Iconic chat. Let's see. Fun Speculation is in. Mav, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Again, guys, be sure to plug in and listen to Mav after this podcast. He will be live. All right. Sometimes we overlap a little, but most of the time he's on right after we end. So be sure to catch him. All right. With that being said, doggy, this topic is one of those topics we sidelined because Princess Zelda doesn't know too much on the beat 'em up side. So we have these little side game topics that we have when Princess Zelda is busy because, she's a busy woman. She's in high demand. Sometimes Ganondorf kidnaps her. Stuff like that. Sometimes Tango makes her play Smite and she gets sick like she did today. So, it happens.
It does happen. It happens.
It does. Hey, shout out to Phasma. She joins us. Hey, Phasma, thank you so much for being here.
Hello.
We appreciate you. All right. What a great intro song. I love that intro song.
I love that. Yeah, I love the intro song. I love the intro. Just captures the whole fun attitude and great Friday night that we bring.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, you want to read this one, doggy? While I get a drink here?
What up, pimp, doggy dog, and Axel from Brandon Fultz. What's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? Thank you for joining us.
All right, so let's get right into it, doggy. Beat 'em ups. We're talking beat 'em ups today. Beat 'em ups was how everything is third person, action, narrative driven games nowadays, right? Back in the 90s, the beat 'em up was the way to go.
Right.
There were so many beat 'em ups between like 1989 and 1995. That was like the golden era of beat 'em ups, right? But beat 'em ups has stayed. There are some great beat 'em ups even now. So we're going to talk about some of our favorite beat 'em ups. And we're going to start with Doggy. Doggy, which one is your first great beat 'em up?
Okay. And just because I don't mention some beat 'em ups today, I don't mean that I didn't love them too. It was so hard to pick some of these, but I was just trying to think of some that I played a ton, meant a lot to me, some that I might still even pick up and play today. My first one actually came out in 1987 in the arcade, and it had a pseudo port in 88 for the NES. It was uber popular, spawned a little comic book series, an animated cartoon series, even a not very good movie. I'm talking about none other than Double Dragon from the NES. Is the one I'm really going to be going for here.
The NES, okay.
Yeah, the NES version here, even though the arcade was cool. I rented this game a million times, as did probably any of you that was alive then. I rented this so much, I should have just bought it 3 times over. This game, you play as Billy Lee, go save your girlfriend who was gut punched at the beginning of the game, if you remember, right? Walk
Right in the baby maker.
You know, yeah, exactly. And yeah, you just
Right
go,
in the baby maker. That's what I used to call it.
yeah, this game's awesome. Got four levels that it's got a pretty difficult, steep learning curve, especially once you get to level 3 and 4. Those get pretty tough. I like the level up system in this with the hearts and the points, and as you go along, you learn more moves like the jump kick, or not jump kick, the spin kick, and I think you learn the jump kick too, don't you? I don't think you do that.
Yeah, with the knee up, the knee kick.
Yeah, you learn all kinds of throws and stuff, so I think that's cool. What else, guys? This game is just super addicting. Like I said, I've written this a million times. The music, you hear one of these songs.
Hard. It is a difficult game.
And exactly, yeah, it's hard. The steep learning curve. Yeah, you better be on top of your game. You were going to beat this because you only had I think it was 3 lives, 2 continues, something of the sort. But and the time limit, and there was a time limit in those last couple levels too that made that just you weren't going to mess around. You weren't going to kind of back off and make you a little strategy and come in at them. No, you better get moving. You better be good. So yeah, this game, it wasn't the first side-scrolling beat 'em up. I don't know, Renegade or but this is kind of a one of the originators of the genre. People still love it today. I don't know what bad can you say about this? It's a great game. Enjoyed it. Played it so many times. So many memories. Double Dragon.
Absolutely. What a fantastic choice, Doggy. Let's check in with the chat. Let's see. Fun Speculation says Final Fight is one of his favorite beat 'em ups. Fun Speculation also says Double Dragon was great. Played it on the Master System a lot with my brother. Heck yeah.
Master System, yep.
And Double Dragon, yes, holy flashback. I want Doggy to read this. All right, Doggy.
Oswald versus Goofy. Oswald would win in an epic voice. Oh, okay, all right. Oswald versus Goofy, and Oswald would win.
That's so great. All right. So Double Dragon, for me, I didn't play the original, this one. I started on Double Dragon 2, and I consider that one to be the best of all of them because of the spin kick on the top, and also that you can manipulate the knees with the good, perfectly time pressed jump and attack. I also loved that the music in Double Dragon 2. So I know this is Double Dragon, but I got to tell you, Double Dragon 2 is the one that holds the spot in my heart. So we're just gonna, even if we talk about one, I think we should talk about the franchises.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. I agree. Yep. Yeah,
Double Dragon, fantastic choice. One of the staples of the beat 'em up genres. These guys, I hated these guys so much.
Yeah. Bobo, a Bobo or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It's so funny with the Double Dragon series because the level 1 boss eventually became just a regular bad guy. The level 2 boss, so forth and so on. I think up to level 5, the bosses eventually just became the guys you had to beat up.
Oh yeah, and at the end you had the special twist, the turn, if you will, of the brother. Yeah, that was even cool too. So,
and there was nothing better than playing this with your brother. You had 2-player A mode and 2-player B mode.
Right.
I think 2-player A mode was you could beat up your brother, and 2-player B mode was no friendly damage. Right. So of course we always play 2-player B mode because I'm trying to finish the game. I'm not trying to beat up anybody, my brother. It's funny for the first 10 minutes, but then after that, I want to be.
Yeah, you start getting mad at each other, and
so funny. Let's see. John on 079 joins us. Hey, John on 079, thank you so much. And Spooky Sprocket joins us. He says, "Yo, what's good, Axel and Doggy? Gamers United Guild, thank you so much. Back from the Dead joins us as well. Thank you so much, Back from the Dead. We appreciate you.
And back. What's up?
That's right. Fantastic choice, Doggy.
Thank you. John 907I end up in here too.
That's right. He is in there. So the first game I'm going to talk about is it's a game that I rented, and I played it, and I got nowhere with it, and I mean nowhere. Back then I think you could rent it for 2 or 3 days, and in those 2 or 3 days I didn't get anywhere with this game. because it was so hard. It was crazy difficult, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. I turned that thing back, and I was like, I'm never renting that again. Yet the next time I had to rent, I went and rented it again because there's just something about it. I'm like, I gotta figure this game out. I gotta figure it out. What's going on here? And what ended up happening is that I was experiencing the first like open world RPG beat 'em up in my life, and the fact that I could level my character any which way I wanted, buy abilities for him, just go through the game and everything was fantastic. And that game is, of course, River City Ransom on the Nintendo Entertainment System. I don't care if this game is old. That iconic barf at the end when you beat up guys.
Barf. Yeah, the barf.
And I mean, this is a classic beat 'em up. Like, you are going to the streets, you're going to the mall, you're going to the city, beating people up for their pocket change. I mean, you are shaking these guys down for their money. But it's so much fun, right? And I played this with my brother, and damage is always on in this game. There's no such thing as no friendly fire on this game. At least not on the original NES. And man, like, if I could tell you about River City Ransom, it's like, imagine going into a bad alley where there's a lot of bad people there ready to beat up anybody who travels through. But the only difference is that by the end of the game, you're so overpowered that you become the alley. You are the alley. You're there to beat everybody up. And that's the great thing about this game. You could move forward with the story. You could backtrack. You could go to different shops to get more powered up moves. All this stuff. The only thing that kind of threw me off on this game is when you die, you lose half your money.
Yeah.
Half.
Yep.
So once you get it, you better spend it. Or not die, whichever one. So, yeah, if you have an old Nintendo Entertainment System or the Nintendo Switch, this is on the Nintendo Switch Online. I highly recommend River City Ransom. I feel that it is a game that is underappreciated. And I mean, look at their faces when you punch them. It's so funny. Look at their faces. I mean,
yeah, and all the cool weapons. Yeah.
Their faces are just so funny.
Yeah.
There's just a charm about this. And of course, they've gone on to make River City Girls, other stuff. It's the same people. So if you enjoy River City Girls, this is the daddy of all those games. And of course, made by the same people who made Double Dragon.
Yep.
Doggy, have you played this game?
Yeah, like you. I rented it. It took a while to kind of catch on to what it was. But yeah, it's so cool. You collect the money. You go in these, I remember it was a sushi place and burger place and all these places, right? And you could build up, you could get different, the dragon feet. The
dragon feet, the stone fist.
And the stone fist.
That's what this guy already has. Yep.
What else? That was cool. You did that. It had cool music. I like the open world, like you were talking about, kind of open world-ish, kind of a linear open world. But it's kind of like Double Dragon in a sandbox, if you will, where you could kind of do things in a different way, I guess. The only thing is, remember that, like, the stupid password.
It was so long. It was 3 lines
long. Wasn't that the stupidest?
Thank God I bought a version of a video of a magazine. I don't remember what it was called back then. Then it wasn't EGM. EGM didn't exist this early in my life, but they had the password to get all the upgrades and have as much money as possible. Maximize your money. Mm-hmm. It's like the cheat code. Built right in. I loved it.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that password system was quite crazy. Like,
it's crazy long.
And yeah, like you said, this is on other systems now. What's this? There also Ransom City Underground or something?
Ransom City Underground. Ransom City Girls. And
they also have this ported on. I'm sure it's on PlayStation as well, but PlayStation 4 and
game. I hope
Xbox One and Series or whatever. It's $5, and you can just look up River City Ransom and you'll see it. It's only $5. Get it and try it out if you haven't tried it. It's cool. It's a cool game. Hard, but that's what you want. That's what you want, So
it is a difficult game. And and like I said, there's a lot of forward and backtracking, so you got to memorize this map, quote unquote, right? because you go a bunch of places to, oh, your next boss is over at so-and-so park. Have I gone there yet? No, I haven't. So it's funny. You need to get I got a notebook out and I kind of drew a line map of where every location was when I was younger. And I never beat it because it's a very difficult game, but I had a good time. And a lot of these beat 'em ups I never finished, by the way, guys. Well, no, every other beat 'em up other than this one that I've talked about, I have finished. I should finish this one. It's on Nintendo Switch with unlimited lives. So yeah, absolutely. Let's check in with the iconic chat, doggy.
What do we have with the iconic chat? What we got?
Let's see, Tony Grosso. Tony Grosso have I already told you? Well, who cares? Welcome anyway. Again, maybe.
Hello, Tony Grosso. How you doing?
That's right. Let's see. Honeybun says, "Hey Axel, search up Oswald at the end of the show for everyone who don't know him. Type Oswald the Lucky Rabbit." All right, I'll tell you. I'll see what happens. We'll see what's up. And Graphic God joins us. Hey, Graphic God, thank you so much for talking beat 'em ups. Splendiferous is over here. Double Dragon 2, Double Dragon 3, and Double Dragon 4 holds a staple in my family's heart and my brother's. Hey, that's fantastic, man. That is fantastic.
I haven't played the Double Dragon 4 yet.
With some Double Dragons. All right, let's see. And I think we're good. We are all caught up. By the way, guys, let us know some of your favorite beat 'em ups. They could be modern, they could be old.
Yeah.
I think Doggy and I are kind of going from oldest to newest right now. So we'll see. With all of that being said, Doggy, guess what time it is?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, too, and of all ages, it's intermission time with Princess Axel?
With not Princess Zelda.
Yeah, it's Princess Axel.
That's right.
Prince Axel.
Don't know who this Princess Axel is, but... Yeah, all right. So we're talking beat 'em ups this week. So we're going to go from oldest to newest, guys, is the point of the quiz this week. Just 1 second here. I got to organize my stuffs. There we go. Doggy, entertain the people while I'm talking.
Oh, yeah. So what have you guys been playing here lately? If you haven't been playing some beat 'em ups like you should be, you should be playing beat 'em ups. That's
always play beat 'em ups.
But what have you been playing? If you haven't been playing, so let us know in the chat. What you got? I've also been playing. Game you should be playing if you haven't tried it out is Proteus. That's an awesome game in Game Pass, or might not be in Game Pass if you're on PS, but really enjoyable. I'm really loving that game. Can't stop playing it. And Forza Horizon 5's got an awesome 10th year anniversary. You should check that out if you have not.
There you go. All right, so here we go. So talking beat 'em ups, guys, we are talking about which game released first. Was it Captain America and the Avengers, Golden Axe, or X-Men? Doggy, which one do you think released first? You know what? No. I don't want you to guess. Which one of these three games did you like the most?
Which I like the most? Okay.
Yeah, because I know you know the answers because you and I set this up last night.
Yeah, even though I can't even actually remember, but I would think I'd have a good guess. My favorite, I loved all those. That X-Men arcade, that was the one with the six person sometimes, right? That was super awesome.
Yeah.
But man, Golden Axe was just so cool. Love Golden Axe. And they also had the Revenge of Death Adder. That was so cool. The ones on the Genesis. Yeah, Golden Axe.
Golden Axe, all right. I'm going to go with X-Men. X-Men was definitely my favorite.
Yeah, it was a cool one, yeah.
I had $20 once, and so did my best friend. And we went to the arcades, and we just decided to pump quarters into X-Men until we beat the game. And we did. And we might have been broke kids by then, but, we won the game, and that's all that happened. And I love X-Men. I know it came out for the Xbox 360 arcade, and I played it on there too. And again, played it until I beat it, because I can. Fantastic. Let's see. What do we got? Spooky the Breathtaking Gamer says, oof, I'm pretty sure Golden Axe came before X-Men, but it could be the other way around. Loved both. Can't go wrong with either one, sir. Graphic God knows this one. He says, that was easy. And Splendiferous says he's playing Persona.
Persona, yeah. That's cool. Yep, that just came on to Game Pass too, yeah.
Honey Bun said, I got to ask, where did Unicorn Princess go? Where did she go? That's a good question.
Missing in action, right.
That's right. She used to be such a great listener of the show. And John 079 said, thought it would be the Halloween show. It was going to be, but Princess Zelda is ill. And we don't want to do our Halloween show without her, so we have postponed it till after Halloween. So you're going to get a post-Halloween episode?
And you're going to love it.
That's right. You're going to love it. It's so great. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm actually happy we delayed it because it gives me more time to plan.
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah. I could throw a little extra.
So there you go. Let's end that poll right there. Let me get this going here. Doggy.
Oh,
what
let's see
did
what we
the
got
chat
here.
do?
Looks like the chat said 80% Golden Axe, 20% X-Men, and nobody went with Captain America.
All right. The correct answer was Golden Axe, released in 1989.
Yeah, I thought it was X-Men was 90s somewhere.
That's right. All right. Well, seeing as you guys guessed that one so easy, here's your next question, chat. Which game released second? Was it The Simpsons, Batman Returns on the SNES, or Knights of the Round? Doggy, which one of these three was your favorite?
Oh man, I don't know. Batman Returns is cool. That's tough. I don't know. What was The Simpsons and what was my other one?
Batman and Knights of the Round.
Knights of the Round. Right, Knights of the Round. Which is on over here. I'm gonna give it to Simpsons. It's playing over here on the Big Blue. Which is hard to see because it's all washed out. But Knights of the Round was great. I liked it because it's kind of like Golden Axe, had its own cool vibe or whatever. But we'll give it to Simpsons. It was a cool, kind of reminiscent of TMNT kind of deal. So, Simpsons.
There you go. All right, and a quick reminder, chat, you are voting on which game released second. Not first, second. Gonna throw off the chat. They're too good. Our iconic chat is too awesome. Gotta cheat them out of a W here. So, Batman Returns on the SNES was so good. It was so much better than the Genesis version of Batman Returns. But it was hell hard. I'm talking hard. I don't think I made it past the second level. But you know which game I did play a lot? Again, pumping lots of quarters in The Simpsons Arcade.
Yeah. I'm
going to go with I am going to choose my favorite of these three was The Simpsons Arcade. But, you know, I've never played Knights of the Round, but I saw a video of it, and it looks fun. It looks fun. It looks real fun.
Yeah.
I know Doggy really loves some Knights of the Round. Let's see. Let's check in with the chat. Spooky Sprocket says, you can never have enough Halloween. That it is his favorite holiday. Princess Zelda said, Doggy Dog and Axel are the best. Thank you so much, Princess Zelda. You're the best. No, you're the best.
No, you're the best.
No, you are. All right. Let's see. Spooky says, I'm going to go Batman Returns released before the other two. It is also a hell of a game. That was lots of fun. Oh, yeah. Graphic God says, I love them all. We all did. Let's see. I have no idea what this must be children talk because I'm a little lost. But she says, I wish cartoon would be real instead of being a suit. A suit.
There's your deep thoughts with Jack Handy for the day.
I need a young translator.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, so let's end the poll there here real quick. I don't know why I changed the view. Sorry, guys. That was an accidental click. There we go. So there you go. Doggy, how did the chat vote?
See, we had a tie up top, 40% for The Simpsons, and Batman Returns, 20% for Knights of the Round.
Ah, okay. There you go. And the correct answer is The Simpsons, released in 1991. Knights of the Round came out in 1990, and Batman Returns in 1992, I believe. So, Yeah, The Simpsons. And I think I'm correct. Either way, The Simpsons is the correct answer. So, there you go, guys. Thank you so much for playing. Let's move on with the show. Oh, my goodness. Gotta minimize some stuff. All right, Doggy, moving on with the show.
Moving on.
What is your next guess into or not next guess? What is the next game? Sorry. That you're gonna let us love.
I guess that my next game will be a game that I'm gonna pick. Just one of the reasons because of how many times I played it. Like I played it so many times, only by myself. Played it with the neighborhood kids. Played with my brother. Man, rented this game so many times. I should have bought it in the first place, but then ended up buying it and playing it even more. That guy right there. TMNT2, the arcade game on the Nintendo. I even still got my free personal pan pizza. I think I'm gonna go get it after the show. Sounds good.
Wow.
But I love the arcade. Oh yeah, first of all, what I was gonna say was being a Turtles fan, a big, huge Turtles fan as a kid. Man, that first game they had, the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES. I mean, we liked it because it was the Turtles, right? You know what I'm saying? We liked it because we had to.
Right.
But then we played the arcade game, and you're like, now this is what a Turtles game should be. So when this came to the Nintendo, I mean, what Turtles fan wasn't just so happy? I can't even think of the word, in euphoria, if you will. Like, right?
Yeah.
And this is a great port. The music was great on it. The graphics were good, besides flickery, even though, but that's cool because they put there's so many characters for what the Nintendo could do. They there's plenty of action. Like, look at this right there, plenty of action. What I liked about this one, it's just compared to the arcade, was and this game was difficult, right? And unlike the arcade where you could just keep pumping more quarters into it and just beat it, just keep hacking and slashing and beat it. This one, it was tough, and you had to work to get through this one. Mm-hmm. It was actually even a little longer than the arcade game. I had a couple extra levels. I think 2
extra levels.
Yep, couple extra levels, couple extra bosses that were like the 2 hardest bosses in the game were those 2 that they added in there. They were harder to cheese, if you will, or that kind of stuff. Man, what am I leaving out about this game? So I played it so many times. And it spawned so many other, Manhattan Project, Turtles in Time. Maybe not just this, but spawned it, but just this kind of, and Shredder's Revenge was trying to be like, not trying to be like surpass this in its own way. All these, I love these kind of things. But this was the first one I just played so much, and I loved it. I played on the Cowabunga collection here recently. Still loved it. Could pick this up at any time and enjoy it. And like I said, I played this many times, so. Yeah, and if you didn't like this game, well, then we're not friends, really.
We're not friends. Oh my goodness, what a fantastic choice! Let's check in with the iconic chat real quick. Honeybun says, "I wish cartoons were real, but the closest thing we have is people in costumes of the cartoon characters." Okay, that's what she meant by suits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't know if I want cartoons to be real because I actually like the suits. I think they're awesome. People's creativity comes out. Graphic God says the math doesn't add up, but yes. I think he's talking about our last poll.
Oh, yeah.
And Dr. Sonia Sapatch comes in quick. Hello. Yay, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Graphic God says the Cowabunga collection was awesome.
Oh, yes. Loved it.
Sonia asks, who's your favorite turtle? Who's your favorite turtle, Doggy?
I love Mikey. I always played with Donnie in the games, even though I don't think it really made a difference or whatever. But Mikey's the most awesome. He's the party dude. He's most like me. Cowabunga.
Yeah, he is. I can see that.
So yeah, I love Mikey. He's awesome. But they're all awesome. But Mikey's awesome.
My favorite one is Leonardo. Just because I feel like I resonate with him the most. Yeah, I can have fun and all that good stuff, but at the same time, I'm always focused and serious and try to be in control like Leonardo does, even though sometimes I can't control anything. But yeah, I resonate with Leonardo. Spooky says Maki has always been his favorite turtle, followed by Donnie. Princess Zelda says Leonardo's her favorite. Cowabunga collection is fire. Love reliving memories. Hey man,
yeah. So many
Awesome.
good games on there. Yep. Loved it.
Dr. Sapash says Donatello is her favorite. Let's see. And she has to go. Got to run, but wanted to say we'll watch the replay. Go team.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you so much
Sonia.
for stopping.
You're awesome.
You should have given us a thumbs up before you leave. All right. Yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. I actually did not pick this up on my NES because I played it at the arcade. But man, what a fantastic game in general. Now, I didn't pick this up when I was a younger kid. Now that I'm older, I picked it up. And just reliving the arcade. As you said, some extra levels. A little bit more simplistic than the arcade. Not as punishing, I think, because you can kill everybody in one shot, whereas the arcade required multiple shots.
Mhm.
You know, multiple punches. But what a fantastic game. 2 players only, but you know what? You only needed 2 turtles. These stupid Foot Clan, they couldn't handle the awesomeness that was Ninja Turtles. Look at these fools. Look at these fools. They
didn't stand
just
a
can't
chance
do it.
today. Yep.
They stand no chance. No chance. But yeah, fantastic choice, Doggy. I love the Turtles. I think they were fantastic too.
Pizza Hut.
Oh, what's this? You still have the coupon on yours.
Yeah, the coupon on the
Personal
back.
Pan pizza from Ultra.
Yeah, I might have to get this after the.
No, don't waste that, man.
No, yeah, no, that's
It's so
cool.
funny
Yeah,
when you talk to collectors and they want the complete. When collectors talk about having complete in box collections, now they're not just talking the books and the game. They're also talking
they want the
mailers, the coupons, everything. As if I saved all that. Ain't nobody saving that when they were kids.
I was way too fat when I was a kid. This pan pizza didn't do it for me. I need like a medium. You know what I'm saying?
Can't imagine you fat. If I'm being honest, I just can't do it. I can't do it.
Can't do it. Just
Cannot do it. All right. So my next game that I'm gonna pick, I'm gonna say even now, for the longest time, even now, I consider this to be the best beat 'em up ever made, hands down. Don't at me. I don't care what beat 'em up you have. It has absolutely nothing on this one. This one has everything. Perfect comboing, great gameplay, great graphics, the soundtrack, all the way around. I think this one, it could be tied by the beat 'em ups, but I think this one is the absolute best, and that is none other than Streets of Rage 2 on the Sega Genesis. You can see this one not for resale means it came with my Genesis. So,
Nice.
I got treated to one of the greatest games ever made right here, and possibly the best beat 'em up ever. That's Streets of Rage 2. Streets of Rage was fantastic. Nothing wrong with it. Streets of Rage 3 was great. But Streets of Rage 2 set the bar so high. It might have caused other companies to get out of the beat 'em up market because it's so good. The combos are so amazing. If you know how to control your character, by the way, this is the character I play too, Blaze. It's just, it's beat 'em up perfection. And I don't know what else to say. Just play it, guys. Just play it. Trust me. This is amongst the best beat 'em ups you've ever played in your life. Matched only by maybe Streets of Rage 4 in music, sound, combo system, all that good stuff. But it took them 20 years to come out with Streets of Rage 4 because they knew they could never surpass this for 20 years. That's when you know you've made perfection. Doggy, Streets of Rage 2.
Oh my God. Yeah, you're right. This is the creme de la creme of the beat 'em up genre here. I love this game. This is my favorite beat 'em up. Mm-hmm. I love all the bosses. I love the music. I love the characters, the gameplay. Each person you could pick from had a different style. Mm-hmm. The levels, just the style, the attitude of this game. Like, everything was so spot on. If there was any game on the Genesis that you could be playing and just forget the limitations of the Genesis, this was definitely one of them. I'm not sure I played through any beat 'em up as much as this one. I love this one. This game just reminds me of summer vacation off of school and no worries in the world. Just mindless beat 'em up action. Loved it. I can't say enough good things about this game. Yeah, just and you went on about Streets of Rage 4. Yeah, what a great
Streets of Rage 4. Yeah,
what a great man. They just the gameplay in that was just incredible. The levels, everything, the homage to this game, including how you could put the old music in there instead of the music, which was fun. The music
you could unlock the Streets of Rage 2 characters.
Yeah, you could even go into special stages and play like a little part of a stage from Streets of Rage 2, or maybe there might have been for other Streets of Rages as well. But yeah, that game was awesome as well. Streets of Rage 4. What a great homage to this series. They did a great job. Emu, I do believe who did that. They're so good.
Yeah. Oh, Emu. I always call them Dotemu.
Okay, that might be how. Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what the right way is to say it.
Yeah, I think they're the ones that did Shredder's Revenge, which was incredible. The same, the same way. Just it takes the core and just makes it even better. And just same kind of thing there. But yeah, Streets of Rage 2 is without a doubt my ultimate favorite beat 'em up. There's no better. There never will be no better. Sega, I love you. Just you're the best. Just not even for that. There's got so many more. But there's just
all these fantastic things.
I love you, Streets of Rage 2.
Love you, Streets of Rage. You're my boy Blue. Oh, sorry, you're my boy Blaze. You're one of the homies. All right, let's check in with the chat. Let's see. Streets of Rage. Splendor first guessed it when I was hyping it up before I said it. So he knew what I was talking about. Spooky says Streets of Rage is one of the kings of beat 'em ups. Absolutely. The intro is real nostalgic. Had all three back in the day. Yeah.
Oh, the intro. Even the intros. Yeah, exactly. Man.
Yeah.
Right. Nice addition to the conversation.
That's right. You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy. Yeah, so oh, man. Sorry. I was just joking around, guys. Where's Epic Mickey 3? Hey, the studio that made Epic Mickey unfortunately went under. It's just a sad reality. Epic Mickey just did not make it for them, unfortunately. So, and I love Epic Mickey as well.
What does Princess Zelda need a pick of? I didn't.
Yeah.
She said she needs a pick.
She needs a pick?
We need to see a pick. I don't know what the pick was.
I don't know what the pick is. Yeah, a pick of what? I don't
know.
Whatever.
We were talking about
whatever Princess Zelda have with these picks, you keep it in the DMs. All right.
There's something after about the turtles or something like that, but I can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember what we were talking about there.
I see. With all that being said, Doggy, guess what time it is?
It is time once again for intermission time with Prince Axel.
That's right. I like that one better. Prince Axel. I like
Prince
that
Axel.
one better.
That's where we're going with. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So again, back to the beat 'em ups, guys. Beat 'em up quiz time. So this time, guys, we are changing it up again. Oh my gosh. My mouse just went crazy. Hold on.
Oh no.
All right, here we go. So, out of these 3 games, you are going to be choosing which one came out most recently.
Most recent. Okay.
Most recent.
The newest game.
The newest. That's right. So, which game released most recently? Was it Captain Commando, Splatterhouse 3, or Battletoads? Doggy, I know you know the answer, but which one of those 3 games did you like the most?
Splatterhouse. Seeing that video, I didn't remember that until we saw that video. That was super cool. I remember seeing that video. That was super cool. I remember that. Yeah, that was super cool game. Captain Commando was epic. Capcom beat 'em up. And Battletoads, they're bad. Bad men too. They're bad toads too. No, those were all pretty cool. I'm gonna give it to Splatterhouse. It was pretty cool.
It's Halloween time, why not?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's why it gets a nod.
That's right. Why not? So, which one of these three did I like the most? And I gotta be honest here, it's between Battletoads and Splatterhouse. Splatterhouse was so iconic back in the day. They made 3 of them in a row. It was like Splatterhouse, and then Splatterhouse 2, like a year later, Splatterhouse 3, 2 years after that.
I remember that too, yeah.
I mean, they were just knocking out the Splatterhouse, and they didn't miss. All 3 of them were. It's funny because each iteration got better. Mm-hmm. The combos got better. The music got better. Everything just got better with Splatterhouse. Battletoads is an iconic beat 'em up, but it's known for its difficulty. And back when I was a kid, I did not like that. So, and unfortunately I never played Captain Commando, but I saw it and I was watching it again, and I'm like, man, I should have played Captain Commando.
Yeah, Captain Commando was really good. It was really good. Capcom's really good at just beat 'em ups. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna go with Splatterhouse 3 because it's one of those games that just got better and better and better. Yeah. Let's check in with the chat. Oh, hold on, not check in with the chat. Let's go ahead and end that poll here. Doggy, how did the chat do?
Let's see. We've got pretty much a pretty heavy tilt towards the Battletoads, 77%, and we got 22, should be 23% for Splatterhouse 3. So poor Captain Commando gets no love. Even though if you get a chance to play that somewhere somehow, it's good. It's a good.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great beat 'em up. Yeah, underrated, very good.
So the correct answer is Battletoads. So it looks like the chat got it right. Yes, they got it right. Fantastic chat. Let's check in with the chat real quick. By the way, there was going to be an Oswald show, but they canceled it. They should call Oswald the unlucky rabbit. Oh no, he's the lucky rabbit. Let's see. Splatterhouse was my jam. I went with Battletoads. Imagine a cross game called Splattertoads.
Hey, I'd take that. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Next question for you guys here during this intermission. Which one of these games released first? Was it Beautiful Joe, Guardian Heroes, or Comics Zone? Doggy, which one do you like the most out of those 3?
Comic Zone's the only one what's that Guardian Heroes? I don't even remember. I remember looking at that, but Comic Zone's the only one I really played, so I gotta go with that one. I believe that I remember playing. Beautiful Joe, I don't remember that. I remember seeing about it, but I don't remember playing it. And Guardian Heroes, I can't remember what that is. So it's gotta be Comic Zone. Comics Zone.
All right, so
which is a cool game.
Comic Zone's for your favorite. Comic Zone is actually the only one of these 3 I haven't played because I can't find a copy. It's not overly expensive. I just can't find a copy. A good copy. No, I take that back. A good copy. I can find a copy, but it's got letters all over it and all this stuff, and I'm not going to pay the asking price if you ruin the face art. Sorry, guys. As a collector, I just can't do it. I can't do it, man. But Beautiful Joe, I remember came out on the Wii era? Or no, the GameCube era. The GameCube era, and it was fantastic. It was like playing a comic book hero, an action star. So you were a stuntman. That's what it was. You were a stuntman in a movie, and you were trying to become famous, I think is what it was. But the one I'm going to go with is Guardian Heroes on my Sega Saturn. Fantastic. It's on Xbox Live too, guys. Fantastic. You can play over the network on Xbox Live. Fantastic music, fantastic beat 'em up, fantastic combos, fantastic everything. Guardian Heroes. Can't go wrong with it. So yeah. All right. Let's see. Let's check. So they're shaking my head at Princess Axel. Splendiferous, I still play Guardian Heroes. Testify, Splendiferous.
Testify. Okay.
That's right. Guardian Heroes is my guess. I'm pretty sure. I yell Wii Sports when we play bowling. Wii Sports. I can already see it. It's so funny. Let's see. So let's go ahead and end the poll there. Oh my goodness. There we go. Doggy, how did the chat do?
The chat said 60% Comic Zone and 40% for Guardian Heroes. So it looks like they're right.
That's right. The correct answer is Comic Zone because it came out in the Genesis. The other two came out in the next generation. So yeah, fantastic job, chat. You guys are amazing. And that's going to do it for this intermission time. Let's get back to the list. Chua-chua. All right, Doggy, what is your third and final game that you're going to bless us with?
My third and final is going to come from Capcom. Couldn't leave them out of the fray here. And my entry for those guys is, of course, going to be the classic known as Final Fight. One that's still known today as still one of the greatest. It's not Streets of Rage 2, but, you know, one of the greatest side-scrolling beat-em-ups there was. I remember the first time I saw this.
The Nintendo version or the arcade version?
Throw up the arcade version, yeah, because that's
throw up the arcade version. All right.
Yep, because that is, you know, that's
the right footage.
The Super Nintendo one was good, but it was stripped down a little bit. Didn't have, it was missing one of the characters. It's missing a guy, I do believe.
It's missing a guy. You can only play one player. Blah blah blah.
Yep, missing. Yeah, it wasn't the best port. But anyway, yeah, Final Fight. I remember playing this in the arcade when you saw all the characters on the screen at once. Like, you know, before there had been beat 'em ups, you know, the Double Dragons, the Renegades, you know, this and that. But when you saw this, look how big the sprites are. Look how I love the whole power bar thing up there, which you know, for the characters, which at the time to me seemed pretty new. But yeah, the sprites, all the characters on there, the levels, the music. Actually was talking earlier about, and I did the same thing with my brothers, going through and just dumping quarters into a machine and just keeping going, throwing fists, picking up lead pipes and knives, taking out the baddies, getting back Jessica, and the dog even agrees right here. But
that's right.
Yeah, it was so fun just playing through, enjoying it. Just even the cabinet itself was attractive with the cool marquee, the art around the bezel and stuff. I was going to mention, the SNES version one, great. The Final Fight CD on the
Final Fight CD, yeah, baby.
Sega CD, that they did a great job with that one. Props to them.
Yeah.
There was one on the Nintendo called Mighty Final Fight.
And I never heard of that one.
Right, and in this one, you could actually play as all three of the characters, right? You know, like it was actually instead of the Super, it was kind of less watered down than the Super Nintendo version, even though, you know, like way worse. Right? But anyway, this is a total classic. You know, I mean, just when you talk beat 'em ups, this one comes in at the top 5. There's plenty of memories with this. And like I said, it was one of the first ones I seen that just had this great graphics, this big of sprites, this much action going on. So it's always going to live in my memory as one of the best.
There you go. Fantastic choice. Final Fight. I always thought right here in this scene that the statue looks like it's peeing into the sun.
Oh, nice.
I always thought that when I was younger. So sorry, guys. That is not on purpose. It just so happens that that's where the video is.
That's good, though.
So the Final Fight, I remember pumping quarters into this thing and getting owned instantly. I couldn't figure out how these guys were doing so good. And then later I found out that they're doing Street Fighter moves. To do the special moves, you got to do the Street Fighter combos, the Hadouken, the freaking tornado kick, the Haryugen, all this stuff. The characters react to the Street Fighter character that they look like. So you couldn't just push a button to do a special move. You actually had to do a special move.
Yep.
So if you were good on Final Fight, that means you were probably really good at Street Fighters because those moves were hard to pull off.
That's well said.
And you know, that could be cool, but for me that was a downer and a beat 'em up because man, that made it difficult on an already difficult game. But I saw these guys and they were just ripping it up. I was so little when this came out, man. They were just tearing it up, these older teenagers, you know. And the music was fantastic. I will say that Final Fight probably had better punch effects than than its counterpart, Streets of Rage. The punching just sounded more, I don't know, like a punch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Than
Capcom
Streets
was
of Rage
good at
did.
that.
But you know, I think Final Fight is fantastic because, you know, every great game probably wouldn't exist if it didn't have great competition. And Final Fight and Streets of Rage were always going at it as to who had the better game. And Capcom didn't want to lose, and Sega didn't want to lose. And in the end, we got two of the greatest beat 'em ups of all time, Final Fight and Streets of Rage. So fantastic choice, Doggy.
That was well said. That was well said with that. And I also like the point you made about, and each person had their own different special move. And you had to, kind of pull off some kind of Street Fighter moves or whatever in there. Yeah. So it added some more to the gameplay. Yeah. Good point in there. I forgot to mention that. Yeah. Great points in there. I love that throw. That throw would take down just anybody in its path. Man, they're tearing it up through here.
Yeah, and the thing that
Chandelier
was awesome about Final Fight as well was how big those sprites were. Like,
right, yeah, that was so impressive. When you saw that, when you're in the arcade, you're like, "Wow, this is so cool!" And these enemies all these big enemies just kept coming at you, you know, and you just couldn't help it. You're addicted to it when you started playing that. So.
That's right. Let's see. Splinter says, "I am the king of beat 'em ups, dude."
All right.
Man, you should have been on this episode, Splinterverse.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you see that he just did like a wall jump?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super cool. Yeah, Final Fight. Fantastic choice, Doggy. Fantastic choice. This next game, I'm gonna put it on here because I played it because it was an Xbox Live Gold game back in the 360 days. And I had it for a long time, and I don't know why I didn't play it. And then one day I was like, "Hey, to my friends, I said, hey, did you guys download Castle Crashers? Did you download Castle Crashers? Did you download Castle Crashers?" And just all of us by chance did. So we got all four of us on Xbox Live to start playing this game. What is this game about? I don't know. Right? Like, I really didn't know what it was about. But it was such a cool game with so much fun attitude. I couldn't ignore it anymore. Great music, whimsical, and that game is Castle Crashers. I think I already ruined it, but yeah, Castle Crashers. What a fantastic game! Great combo system, dodge system, beat 'em up system, jump and attack system. It was silly to the extreme. And again, you could level up your character. It was awesome. You could pick different weapons. Some were faster. Some did more damage. You could carry a shield if you wanted to. I don't know. The part where you're running away from the deer that's farting, I think that's hilarious. It's just one of those games that sticks with you. And the DLC for it, I've played it all. I've done it all. I finished this game with my friends 3 different times. That's how much we love this game. It is a perfect Xbox Live party game with you and your friends. If you haven't played Castle Crashers, definitely play it. It is a fantastic beat 'em up. I mean, look at that. That's just silly, but it's fun. It works.
Oh, yeah.
It's a fantastic beat 'em up. Doggy, Castle Crashers, what do you think?
No, like I was saying earlier, I thought I had played this, but looking through, I don't own it nowhere, so I did not. And I was checking it out, and man, this game's now on my wish list. I'm getting this it's Castle Crashers Remastered, which I guess is
Castle Crashers Remastered now. Yep, with all the DLC.
I'm getting that. I got to try this out. This looks amazing. There's no way I wouldn't like this. I'm a sucker for the beat 'em up. This looks like it's going to fit the bill perfectly. So, yeah, this looks so awesome. Great choice.
Fantastic.
Oh, look at the treasure chest. Oh,
yeah, look at this. And the best part about all this is you're rescuing the princesses, I think. And so after you get to the princess, you have to fight each other to see who gets to rescue the princess and get a kiss from her.
Oh,
it's a really funny little thing. So it also had some PvP in it. So there he rescued the princess. But if this was with multiple people, you'd be fighting to see who gets to kiss the princess. It was fun. Let's see. John979 says you guys picking the new Ghostbusters game over Halloween. Picking up the new Ghostbusters game over Halloween. There's a new Ghostbuster game.
The Spirits Unleashed, I do believe it's called.
Oh, I never.
I think it's kind of like one person's a ghost and then everybody else has to capture him. You know, kind of like
one of those. Okay,
Friday the 13th kind of thing that they had, or other games like that. Yeah. One person's the bad and everybody else catches them.
By the way, guys, you could also level your character however you wanted, which is fantastic. Another RPG-ish beat 'em up. So rewarding.
That's cool. I love stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, this game looks cool. I definitely.
And Tony Grosso says the deer is definitely not farting. No, he's not, but I'm not going to say what he's doing because this is a kid's show. But it's fun. It's funny. Trust me, it's funny. Yeah. Great game. Be sure to play it, guys. If you haven't already, I think it's one of the greatest games ever made. All right. And with all that being said, Doggy, guess what time it is?
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. It is the amazing, the wonderful, the totally cool Prince Axel with intermission time.
Thank you so much, Doggy. Oh, man.
You're welcome.
Doggy's definitely a hype man. I love it. All right. Let me pause this because I'm hearing like 4 different music sources and it drives me a little insane.
Before we go off the air tonight, we haven't mentioned one of the most classic, and you know I'm being sarcastic, one of those classic side-scroller RPGs, beat 'em ups, Shaq Fu: The Legend Reborn. Ladies and gentlemen,
boo this man, everybody. That's not even
about that yet.
Boo this man, Shaq Fu. Get out of here.
The Legend Reborn.
Believe it or not, when I was young, I liked Shaq Fu, and then when I got older, I'm like, why did I like this game? I think it's just because it was Shaq.
Yeah,
you know, that's back when Shaq was Steel. Shaq was like a genie. You know, he was
in the movies. Back in what was that in the 90s? It was a fighting game, right? It was a fighting game, and then they came out like in 2018. It was Shaq Fu: The Legend Reborn, and it was a side-scrolling beat 'em up, and it was pretty bad.
I believe it.
Pretty bad.
All right, so guys, we are going to continue these questions. You are going to be guessing which game released second. Second. Which game released second? The Warriors, Dragon's Crown, or Scott Pilgrim versus the World? More great beat 'em ups. Doggy, which one of these games do you like the most?
I don't know. I never played this Dragon's Crown. I think I was only on PS or something like that, right?
Yeah, PlayStation.
Something like that. Yeah.
PlayStation
Okay, so I didn't play that one. I've not played Scott Pilgrim. And forgive me if I've never played the Warriors thing either, unless I'm forgetting about it.
All right. Well, there you go. Doggy has no favorite.
Yeah, I don't think I played the Warriors either. I know I haven't played those other two.
So for me, this is a tie between the Warriors and Scott Pilgrim. So if you know the Warriors, it's based off the movie license of the same name, The Warriors. And they turned it into a video game, a beat 'em up video game, and it works fantastic because that's what the Warriors is. It's just a street gang running around beating up people. So they turned it into a beat 'em up game. It came out on the original Xbox. But Scott Pilgrim versus the World, it's so iconic. I mean, I'm gonna go with Scott Pilgrim versus the World. The music, the beat 'em up mechanics, the leveling up system, the fact that it followed the source material pretty damn good. I'm gonna go with Scott Pilgrim versus the World on that one. So let's see. Any more chat? Oh, we have a tie in the chat. Somebody needs to untie it. Oh, it has been untied. Here we go.
All right.
Doggy, how did the chat do?
Split difference. Let's see. We got the Warriors 40%, so we do got a tie. And we got the Dragons Crown 40% and 20% for the other one, Scott Pilgrim.
All right. And the chat got it wrong. The one that came out second is actually Scott Pilgrim versus the World. But you know what? This chat never gets it wrong. All right, let's see. Great job, chat. Great job. Here you go. Your last question of the evening is going to be, which game released most recently? Is it One Finger Death Punch, Is it Midnight Fight Express? Or is it Sifu? Most recently. Let's check in with the chat. Spooky says, definitely the Warriors came out first. For sure, the Warriors was fantastic in my opinion. It was. It really was. Yeah. Doggy, which one of these three do you like the most or are most interested in, seeing as they're so new?
Yeah, okay, let's see. So we got Sifu. I have not played that.
Yeah, just which one are you most interested in?
What am I most interested in?
Yeah.
I know that Sifu really did look pretty cool. If that would come to Xbox where I could play that, I'd be down with that one, really.
Right. Doggy's most interested in Sifu. So I played Midnight Fight Express and it's fun. The music is definitely cyberpunkish, techno kind of music. It's got good mechanics. It's pretty difficult. It's not an easy game. And it does rate how good you beat people up. It gives you an A, a B, or a C, D, F rating. So if you, and I'm very, like, I got a D in a beat 'em up? No way. I go back and I try to get even better. But I like Sifu because it's got that soul-esque about it. And people have been talking it up. And One Finger Death Punch, I remember that playing that on my phone. It came out on everything, guys. It's a fantastic beat 'em up. I gotta agree with Doggy. I'm most interested in Sifu, and if it ever comes to Game Pass, I might look into it. Might, if I have time. Keyword here being time, because man, there are so many fantastic games to play. But I'm gonna go with Doggy on Sifu on this one. Great choice, Doggy. All right, and let's go ahead and end the poll right there. Doggy, how did the chat vote?
And the chat rings in with another tie. Man, we're really tied. We tied together here tonight, don't we? We just all tied together. We got a 50% with the Midnight Fight Express and Sifu, and everybody else said, "Get lost, One Finger Death Punch." They gave him the one finger. Said, "You take that one finger."
See, the correct answer is Midnight Fight Express releasing in August, and I believe Sifu released in March, and One Finger Death Punch released 2 years ago. So, yeah, great job, chat. That's gonna do it for tonight's show. Real quick here, let me look up a picture per request of our chat here. They want me to look up a picture of Oswald. The Oswald?
Oswald
the Lucky Rabbit.
Lucky Rabbit, that's it.
Let me check out a picture of Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Oh, okay. Oswald from Disney.
Yeah, Disney guy.
Disney. Oswald, yeah. And he's not an unlucky rabbit. He's awesome. He was Mickey before Mickey was Mickey. So let's see if I can post this up. Hopefully Mickey doesn't sue me. There we go. There you go. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Fantastic.
I hear it laughing like through the earphones.
Awesome game. Awesome game. Awesome Oswald. There you go, chat. Let's see. Spooky says Sifu is a phenomenal. Sifu is a phenomenal little game. Been playing it on PC. One of the best beat 'em ups of recent memory. There you go.
That's Spooky. It looks cool. I'm definitely. I'm sure it's going to come to Xbox here soon. So yeah, I'm definitely interested in that. The material, if it looks cool, it's just cool material.
Absolutely. And again, guys, that's going to do it for our show. Before we get out of here, guys, of course, I want to give each and everyone a big thank you. You could have been doing anything else today, but you chose to spend your time here with us on the Iconic Video Games Podcast, and that's why you guys, the chat, will always be the MVP to any of the shows I'm doing. And with that being said, I'm Axle1324.
And I'm Doggy Dog 420.
And we will catch you guys next week. Have a good Halloween, everybody.
Bye, guys.
See ya.